What is going on, guys? It's your boy Tyler, back here with a Madden mobile video. Going to be talking about Madden Mobile 22. We're going to be talking about basically what Nick said in his Madden Mobile 22 reveal stream the other day on Friday. We're just going to be kind of talking about it. Here I have a list of things that he talked about. We're just going to kind of go bullet by bullet and, kind of talk about it briefly or not briefly. Things, I like and dislike about what's to come. So let's go ahead and get started. First couple things we see there on the list is no gems and no overdrive. So no gems. So basically they're telling us that Madden Cash is going to be the replacement for gems. It's going to be all Madden Cash now, so there won't be any gems. It's all going to be Madden Cash. However, Madden Cash will be in achievements and things like that, so you'll be able to earn Madden Cash within the game. However, you'll be able to also purchase it as well. So it seems like that they're kind of they're kind of binding the two. Which I guess I don't mind too much, I guess, as a pay-to-win sort of player. I don't really mind it. I don't really care too much. The only thing I could see possibly going wrong with this is that the cost of packs are going to go up because the Madden Cash will be then sort of free to play. So I think the packs would end up actually being more expensive for Madden Cash, or they'll be just as expensive, but they'll have less in it. So that's kind of my take on it, but I could be wrong. But that's just my opinion. And again, I want to, before we get into this too far, I want to make sure that we all understand that this is just solely my opinion on the game. I am giving you my personal opinion. I'm not trying to throw out hate. I'm not trying to make people hate me, and I'm not trying to make anybody feel stupid for maybe feeling a different way than me. It's just the way I feel because I've been playing this game, for a long time, and I just feel that, with what we know now, I have my doubts with this game. With certain, in certain areas, I have my doubts. So, and again, we'll talk about that, but I just want to make sure that everybody knows that I'm not trying to throw out hate or anything like that. This is just solely my opinion. And when I talk about it in other people's streams, it's, again, I'm not trying to throw out hate. It's just I'm just stating my opinion. That's all. So no overdrive is the next bullet point there. I'm not too mad about that either. The only thing is that, Madden Mobile has to come out with a way to get people to play the game more, right? I mean, that's the whole goal. They want to get people to play the game more. And when you start removing whole game modes like overdrive, even though it was a crap game mode, you could still play it and earn stuff in it. Even if you started, late in the season, you could still play it and earn stuff. And when you remove something like that, you're going to have to replace it, right? You have to replace it. I mean, with a company like them, they're going to have to replace that with something to do. There has to be something to do within the game to keep people on the game, right? And so that's what my worry is right now, because I don't know what's going to be out in this game. It just seems like they've taken out a lot of stuff, but we'll keep going here. So no overdrive. I mean, it kind of bothers me, but it kind of doesn't. Overdrive kind of sucked, but it being gone, again, it's one less thing that we don't have to do in the game. The next thing is Madden Cash carries over. So if you're holding Madden Cash, if you've ever bought Madden Cash and you're holding some, it will carry over into next year. We already talked about the fact that it's taking over for gems as well. So it's going to fluctuate. I mean, it's going to be free. So basically the value of your Madden Cash will technically go down. But it's just going to be based upon the fact that you're basically going to a new game, and again, the Madden Cash will be, you're going to be able to get it for free in the game in Madden Mobile 22. So, it's going to be kind of weird how they do it. I can't tell you exactly how they're going to do it, but if what I'm saying kind of makes sense, hopefully you guys understand that. Next one is a big one, and this is probably the biggest one for me, at least, is no auction house. This year, if you guys don't already know, you probably do. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But there will be no auction house, according to Nick. I am very, very, very upset about this for a lot of reasons. One of those reasons being the same thing that I've already kind of dipped into a little bit is, it being one way or one thing that people can do in this game is go on the auction house and grind coins. That's just one of those things in this game that people can do. And, I don't feel that it was something that was necessary to take out of the game. I don't think there were enough botters botting the auction house and making, and kind of like fluctuating things, in the market. I don't think there was enough of that this year. I think that was actually more of EA, because I do truly believe there was an EA bot in the auction house that was buying cards for ridiculous prices. If you guys ever were on the auction house and saw ridiculous prices on cards, and wondered why cards were going for so much at a certain time, I think the reason for that is because there's an EA bot that buys cards for a certain price. If it's a low enough price, they will put a bid on it. And there's random times where they throw random bids on stuff. I really think there is one. I'm convinced of that. I'm not sure of it. I can't confirm that with you. But just with how much time I put in the auction house, I believe there is some type of bot in the auction house that buys cards. That is not people. So with that being said, I don't think all of that is on us, and I don't think that the auction house should have been replaced. I think if anything, they could have come up with a replacement, some sort of limit to what people can put up and what people can take in. What if they had an auction house where you could only put up 100 auctions at a time, or only buy or only hold 100 auctions at a time, auctionable cards. Like, I don't know what, they could come up with some sort of way to limit that. And they have before. They've done certain things to play around with the auction house before. I actually said this earlier. There was a couple years, and I don't remember what year this was, but there was a year a while back where they actually were thinking about taking the auction house completely out of the game during the year. I think I can't remember what game it was, but the auction house completely crashed, and it was because of a glitch that came out in the game. It was an unlimited pro pack glitch. The auction house was completely crashed for a couple of days. It was crashed for like almost a week, I remember, and they were actually talking about completely removing the auction house because of what happened that day. Because of what happened during that glitch. I don't remember how long the glitch lasted. It was like almost a whole day. Where people were just completely abusing the glitch. And it was so bad that they actually almost took away the auction house. And both situations aren't the same. However, again, it's one of those things, also, the auction house has been a part of Ultimate Team in every single facet, every single sport. You talk about FIFA, and you talk about NBA, and you talk about console NBA, 2K, and console Madden. They all have auction houses for Ultimate Team. That is a staple in Ultimate Team. When you talk about cards and things like that, that is a staple, is an auction house or a trading block. And now that is completely gone. It's going to be completely gone for the first time ever. And it's just going to be a huge thing, and it's going to be I'm not sure how they're going to replace that again. It's one of those things that just people would spend time on doing. And if I'm thinking about this and I want to spend time on this game, I'm not going to have anything to do. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not going to have anything to do, which means I'm going to get bored, which means it's not going to be worth it to me to spend money on this game, and that's why it affects me. That's just my opinion. So the next thing we'll move on to is no power. So there's no power this year. It's going to be all based on overall. That doesn't matter to me. Basically you're going to have an overall with your team, and then that overall on your team will spit out a 1,000 number that is going to be your power, or not your power, but your overall number. And then when you spin arena, you'll either have a green, a red, or a yellow matchup or orange matchup. Green being easiest matchup, and the red being the hardest matchup. So that's kind of how they're running arena this year. Next one is coin packs are coming back. So this is the next one I wanted to get into. Coin packs are coming back. So I'm a little nervous about this. This is another one of those things that I'm a little nervous about. And the reason why is because coin packs over the last couple of years have been really, really bad, guys. Even last year when we were talking about like Madden Mobile 20, not Madden Mobile 21, but Madden Mobile 20, when they had, Madden Max, where everybody had like a crazy amount of maxes and a crazy amount of free hundreds that everybody was getting. Like, they had tons of stuff last year and tons of players last year. It was actually game breaking, because it actually made the auction house almost break really, because people weren't even buying cards. You could get them so easily. It was actually pretty crazy. But in that sense, it was kind of fun because you had the variety. But anyways, as far as the coin packs have been bad for a couple years now, including this year, and this year probably being the worst year of all. This year, they did absolutely nothing with coin packs. I mean, they absolutely crapped all over coin packs. So when they tell me after they did this year that coin packs are all of a sudden going to be a big thing next year, I'm a little worried, guys. I mean, and can anybody blame me for being a little worried about that? Because they have been so bad, just consistently, and throughout my years of playing, they have been very, very consistently bad with updating packs and players. They're very lazy about it, and they're very bad about it. So them telling me that this is going to be all of a sudden the vocal point of this game is really, really worrisome to me. Okay? I'm not going to put my guesses out there on what could be in them, what coin packs are going to be out, but I am pretty nervous that they're not going to be what everybody thinks. Everybody thinks there's going to be crazy coin packs they're going to be coming out with. Whoa. Hold the phone, boys, because they have not done that ever. And on top of that, there have been many streams before where we have asked Nick about limited cards being put in coin packs, and he has said limited cards will never, ever be in coin packs ever again in Madden Mobile. That is something that they used to do, and they will never do that again because of how it impacted the auction house and the way the game worked. Like, they did not like that at all. So they are completely done doing that. That's why they're only in like store packs that you buy with Madden Cash or Gems or whatever. They were in those for like half the year, and then they're also in the live events. That's why they will not put those in there. So that's another one of those things. Like, if they're not adding limiteds to packs, then how good could they actually be? I'm not very excited about it. Could they add promo players? Sure, they could, absolutely. They're probably going to have to, because there's going to be no other way to get them, right? So yeah, they're going to have to do something like that. But I don't think they're going to be as good as everybody thinks. So the next thing is going to be schemes are not coming back, now called playstyles. So I'm going to explain this. I don't really mind this too much. I think it's going to be interesting. I don't mind trying this. That's my opinion on it. So basically, we're going to have still all four the same schemes: West Coast, Vert, Spread, and Smash Mouth. However, with each scheme, there's only going to be 5 plays associated with each scheme. So basically, West Coast will have 5 specific plays, where Vert will have 5 specific plays, so on and so forth. And then there will be a universal playbook that everybody will have. And then you can obviously pick your own scheme and have those 5 plays associated when you play. That's how it's going to work this year. I don't mind that. Let's see how it goes. I'm kind of excited to see what plays are out, what plays are in there. That is something that I'm actually kind of excited to see. I will say that is something that I'm actually pretty excited to see. Next thing is there is journey mode. So I saw this. I can't really say too much about this because I'm not too familiar with it, but I do know that journey mode was in Madden console, and it did give out a good amount of rewards during the season. Again, Madden Mobile worries me. They've had these type of things before, and sometimes they don't go well. We'll have to see how this goes. I'm not sure what this is going to look like. Is it going to look like Madden or Master Series? Is it going to look like seasons? I don't know what it's going to look like, but it's something that we're just going to have to see. I don't really have much to say about that one, to be honest with you. Players can be leveled up. So that's the next one. Instead of being able to train your players, basically you can level your players up and get a higher overall. So that'll be what you can do with those players. However, there will be overall caps, obviously in the early part of the season, and obviously like probably going up, they're gonna have like overall caps of where they can go up to, but you will be able to level them up to a certain level. Obviously that's preventing people to upgrade them, all the way to 99 first day or whatever, obviously that's to prevent that from happening, which I understand that. That's completely fine. We're going to have to see how much it's going to take to level things up, if it's actually smart to level things up. We're just going to have to kind of play around with that and see when it comes out. There's also ranking up players is the next one, so that's pretty much the same thing. I'm not going to go over that one. Interface gives Madden 16 console advice, so we're kind of talking about the home screen. The home screen is kind of cool. I will say the home screen is kind of cool. You can kind of navigate on the home screen, so once you log in, you can kind of navigate throughout the entire game. Like you can go to Madden Today, you can go to promos, you can go to sets, you can go to leagues, stuff like that. You can do all that stuff from the home screen, so that's actually kind of nice. It's definitely different from the like Madden Mobile this year, so I will say that it's actually, just kind of talking about the kind of picture of it, it looks pretty good. Overall is much higher in a way as replacement power. Not sure what he meant there. This is actually a bullet. Somebody else made this list, so I'm just kind of reading through. Higher power or higher overall gives advantage in head-to-head. So yeah, like I said, it's going to be a green light, red light system. Basically, if you have a green matchup, you're going to be in good shape. You have a higher overall, most likely, in your matchup. The red one will be kind of like a bad matchup for you. You're going to be lower overall. So you're going to be playing at a disadvantage. But you won't be you won't be at a disadvantage as far as power. You're just going to be at a disadvantage as far as overall. So you can have multiple lineups. That's another big one that I actually like. Let me say this. I like that one halfway because I like the fact that you can have multiple lineups. If they had that this year, that would be awesome. That would be 100% awesome. But next year, I'm a little worried because if they don't have an auction house, then how are we going to have cards to put in an extra lineup? You know what I mean? That's my worry. However, I love the idea of having other lineups. That's a great idea, and I'm glad they put that in the game. That's a great idea. I will say commend them for that. Okay? Positions are more specific. Okay. Gotcha. Left and right guard instead of guard. Okay, that makes sense. Universal 2-point plays. So, again, there's going to be a universal playbook, universal 2-point plays. That means everybody's going to be using the same playbook, and the only thing that will be different is the scheme plays. Redesigned sets, so sets will be different. He didn't show any sets, so we won't be able to go over sets, but sets will be redesigned. Events have a bonus objective. That's cool. Hope it works. Hopefully it's good. Bonus objectives, not sure how good that's going to be, but it sounds okay. Obviously that sounds pretty good. August 20th is the release date, so that's 2 weeks from now. Well, actually a little less than 2 weeks from now. Multiple tournaments in arena based on overall. and Journey Progression. So there's going to be a lot of arena tournaments this year, lots of draft tournaments. I believe there's going to be draft tournaments. I don't know if he's confirmed that yet, but there should be. So lots of arena stuff that you're going to be able to do this year. Next one is max league size, 32, 28 member max for spins. And then the number of spin, so the number of members you need for a spin, those are all the numbers you can have in a spin. So like those are the only numbers you can have. Like you can't spin any other number other than those numbers in LVL. So if you're in a league, you're going to be spinning one of those numbers in LVL if you don't already know that. Players will be in league stores. That's an interesting one. Not sure how good that could be. They've done that before with I don't remember which Madden Mobile they did it with, but it might have actually been 20 that they did that with, where you could get like elite players in the league store. I can't remember which one it was, but you could get like elite players like all year. It was pretty garbage at the end of the year. I guess at the beginning of the year is pretty cool. If they could update that though, that'd be cool. But you know, again, I'm going off past history, and they haven't done a great job with these certain things, and so that leads me to not have very good faith in these certain things. So players in league stores, that's interesting, but again, I'm not very confident that it's going to be a great thing. The next one is a lot more uniforms. I am happy about that. That's a great thing. They only had like 2 sets of uniforms that you could use this year, at least in Ultimate Team. So I'm very glad that they will have more Ultimate Team, jerseys next year. That's very good. And then there's a universal spin, so everybody will be spinning in LVL at the same time. So that is pretty much it. Again, I just wanted to say that I'm not trying to hate on anything. Just stating my opinion on the game. I will be trying the game, so I know I've told people that I'm going to retire, but I will try the game. I've been a member of Madden Mobile since Madden Mobile 15. Like, I'm not going to just straight up give up on the game and not even try a new game that's going to come out. I'm going to try it. I'm going to give it a day or two. See how it is. If it's not good though, man, again, I have my doubts. If it's not good, if it is what I think it is, then yes, I will be retiring. However, I want to keep my hopes up. I'm praying to God that this is a good game. I'm praying that maybe some way they can work out some type of auction house for us or something, or at least do something in this game where they can add something we can do that will actually like make us want to play for a extended amount of time, and I think that's what I want, something like that out of this game, and that's what I'm kind of waiting for. So thank you guys all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like on the video if you guys enjoyed. I'll be back with more live streams. I'm really sorry that I haven't been live streaming lately. Sometimes it just comes down to a Wi-Fi issue and timing issue, and sometimes it just doesn't work out anymore for me. But hopefully, if this Madden Mobile 22 game is good, I'll be doing more streams for Madden Mobile 22. I don't know how many more I'll do for Madden Mobile 21, but we'll kind of see. But I wanted to at least get this out there for you guys. Hope you guys are all doing great. Leave a comment. Love talking to you guys, and miss you guys all. Shout out to everybody that comes in here and watches the video, and I'll see you guys later, guys. Peace.